Villagers, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all for joining us once again on this journey for the truth. You are the reason we keep digging. You are the reason the truth cannot be silenced. Ladies and gentlemen, the mask has finally fallen. For 30 years, the world watched as one man was celebrated as the golden child of the West. Paul Kagame was the darling of international aid, the poster boy for African progress. But as of Monday, March 2nd, 2026, the rules of the game have changed forever. The United States has just done the unthinkable. They have aimed their financial hammer at the heart of the Rwanda Defense Force. But if you think this is about human rights, you have been blinded by the narrative. This isn't a moral awakening. This is a $9 billion business decision. Today, I am going to break down the cold, hard reality of how the mineral finally changed hands and why Rwanda's utility to the empire has officially expired. Let's look at the facts. Yesterday, the U.S. Treasury Department, through the Office of Foreign Assets Control, slapped sanctions on the entire Rwanda Defense Force. Not a single commander, not a small unit, the entire military institution. Alongside the institution, 4 of the most powerful men in Kagame were targeted: the Army Chief of Staff, the Chief of Defense Staff, the Special Operations Commander, and the 5th Infantry Division leader. Washington is accusing them of actively supporting, training, and fighting alongside the M23 rebels. But here is the question. Rwanda has been doing this for 20 years. UN reports have named these exact names for a decade. So, why now? Why the US wait until this specific Monday in March 2026 to pull the leash? To understand the why, we have to go back to December 2025. Donald Trump presided over the Washington Accord. He sat between President Tshisekedi of the DRC and Paul Kagame. On camera, he called it a miracle. But he also said something very dangerous. He said the United States will be getting a lot of mineral rights from the Congo as part of this deal. He wasn't joking. Alongside that peace treaty, a strategic partnership was signed. It gave the U.S. priority access to future mineral concession, cobalt, lithium, copper, the fuel of the 21st century. The Congo basically opened the vault to Washington in exchange for security. But Paul Kagame made a fatal mistake. He thought he was still the preferred partner. He thought he could sign the deal and still keep his troops inside the DRC to control the backdoor mineral trade. This is the part the mainstream media will never tell you. Just weeks ago, a US-backed investment group called the Uranium Critical Mineral Consortium signed a deal to acquire a 40% stake in the DRC biggest copper and cobalt mines. The value $9 billion. You cannot have a $9 billion American investment in a territory occupied by a proxy that refuses to take orders. You cannot tell Wall Street to invest billions in Goma and Bukavu if the Rwanda military is still jamming GPS signals and flying drones over those exact mines. The moment Kagame's stubbornness put American capital at risk, the golden child became a strategic liability. The human rights narrative was dusted off and used as a weapon to clear the way for the Uranium Consortium. We have seen this move before, haven't we? This is a pattern of the empire. Look at Libya. Gaddafi was a partner where he kept the oil flowing and the migrants out. The moment he talked about a gold dinar and African sovereignty, he was a tyrant that needed to be removed. Look at Iraq. Saddam was an ally where he fought Iran with American weapons. The moment he threatened the oil order, he was a war criminal. Paul Kagame is now learning the most painful lesson an African leader can learn. You are only an ally as long as you are profitable. The day you become a problem for the supply chain, you are discarded. Africa has no friends, only interests. This is why we talk about sovereignty on the latest Urgent One. This is why the Alliance of the Sahel States is the most important movement on the continent right now. Traore, Guita, Chiani. They understood what Kagame is just now finding out. If your security is outsourced to a foreign power, your life is conditional. Africa has no friends. We only have interests. Rwanda's military aid is gone. Their training programs are finished. Their mercenary deals in Mozambique are now under threat, all because the mineral found a new custodian in Washington. The Congolese people might get a moment of peace, but we must ask, is it peace or it is just a change of masters? The 9 billion handshake is done. The faithful attack dog of the last 30 years has been told to go home. The question is, will Kigali comply, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end for the Kagame era? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Is this justice for the Congo or just another mineral grab? I want to hear from you. If you want to stay awake to the real story, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I am your host, and as always, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world. In Africa, in Rwanda.